It's been a while. I haven't been in touch with you guys in a long time. I know. But it's been crazy. It's been like 2 years of non-stop action for me. But I've been fine. I just thought I should come here and give you, just an update of what I've been up to, how I've been, what I'm planning. I'm sure you have lots of questions, which we'll get to later. But how are you? How are you doing? Are you keeping safe? There's a lot going on in the world right now. I mean, who knew that 2020 and 2021 would be talking about a life-threatening pandemic. But we survive, we keep working. So anyway, what have I been up to? You all know I had a baby, right? Yes, you do. All of you do. And that was 2019 when I got the news. I remember it was a very, very emotional moment for me. It took me a while to actually believe. Like, I would wake up in the morning and I'm like, am I? Really? Something in there? And it was very, very personal. My family and I prayed for this for a very, very long time. And we thank God. We thank God that He listened to our prayers and has been kind and gave us a beautiful, beautiful baby who is now more than a year. He's over a year. He's about a year and a half almost. And we're blessed. Yes, it's been a crazy 2 years. Like I said, a lot of depressing news. You switch on the TV and there's a lot happening, and it's nothing good. People are dying. All you hear is COVID-19. All you hear is COVID-19 way. But in all of that, I think for me, my ray of light, my little corner where I would go and hide and get some joy, is my baby. And so I just want to thank God, for that blessing. But I really hope you guys have been well. I hope you've been taking care of yourselves. I know it's been tough. You've lost your relatives. About a week and a half ago, we buried my aunt, and then we also lost another relative a week before that. I mean, it's been depressing. But anyway, here we are. So all I've been doing is babysitting, trust me. No nanny. And that's by choice, no nanny. But this started from, where I was. So here's what happened. Let me first take you back to what happened, right? So 2019, I get the news that I'm pregnant. And then beginning of 2020, I traveled out. I went to Canada. And as soon as I arrived, this was February, I started settling in. I was looking for apartments and stuff. And as soon as I was settling in like this and, getting my stuff together, I started to hear about this pandemic. I started to hear about COVID. I'm like, COVID, what's going on? But at that time, it wasn't there yet. We're hearing it from like far away, from China. And then before I knew it, things were starting to get really serious. COVID cases were going up. And I just remember waking up one day and there was a lockdown. Imagine a lockdown in winter. You're in a foreign country. You're pregnant. You're alone. That was scary. Because, my sister was supposed to come. My sister and Taj's father, they were supposed to come. And these lockdowns happened so fast that, they locked them over here. And I was over there. Whew! It was scary. Because now I suddenly had to think about how I was going to do things alone. I know you're probably wondering, why were you alone? Don't you have friends in Canada? No, I don't. Actually don't. I don't know that many people there. And I'm also, how can I put it? I'm more of an independent person. Like, I don't want to use the word because it might come off as maybe I don't like bothering people. I don't like, so even when I travel, no matter where I go, forget about this situation, but like I've always been like this. Like every time I travel, I don't, call people and come and pick me up from the airport. Man, you drop me at the hotel. Can you come and take me? No, I like doing things myself. So when I got to Canada, I didn't really want to bother the few friends that I know there. I knew that at some point I'd let them know that, hey, I'm here, but I wanted to do things on my own. I wanted to settle in. I'm a big girl. Look, I'm a big girl. So anyway, but of course I knew that my sister at some point would come because yes, I was going to deliver, and yes, you have to be with at least a family member when you're going to deliver. So I was sure my sister was coming. I was sure Papa Taj was coming. And so here I am getting the news that, you know what, we're not going to make it. Okay. So anyway, fast forward, I had to figure it out. I had to be a big girl. Things were tough. It got depressing at some point because I was handling everything alone. I had to do my hospital visits on my own. I remember being in the middle of a lockdown and everything was closed and there were so many COVID cases. But then imagine you're seeing all that on TV, but then you have to go into a hospital. Like, it's scary, and that is what I had to do. I remember getting into the Uber because I used to use Ubers, when I was there. And every time I sat into an Uber, I was like, okay, I could get COVID here. Because, there were many cases getting, COVID from Uber drivers, and Uber drivers getting COVID from the passengers. So it was something I used to, worry about. But, sometimes you just have to give everything to God and just trust Him and say, you know what, I'll be fine. God's going to protect me. All will be well. And that was it. So I pushed on through. I kept doing my hospital visits until delivery time. I had the most amazing team of doctors. They were so kind. And because it was a pandemic, they kind of knew that there was a lot of people in the country that were, stuck alone in the country. So they would ask you these questions. Are you okay? Do you have your family? Were they able to make it? Do you need anything? So honestly, I was well taken care of. They gave me a doula who was with me throughout the time of delivery. Wonderful, wonderful lady. She literally treated me like her daughter, She was in her 60s, I think, mid-60s, but such a kind woman. And so, weeks to delivery, she prepared me, she checked on me, she gave me everything that I needed, made sure I was comfortable. She made sure everyone in the hospital was treating me well. I mean, I was comfortable, I was fine. I was just lonely because I missed my family. I was alone, so that was my only problem. But I was comfortable. I had my apartment in downtown Toronto. I was really, really comfortable and well taken care of in that area. So I'm not complaining about that. It was more of just being alone, like you worry, you're like, what if something happens? An emergency. My family is not here. But anyway, thank God I delivered. We had a friend who came in towards my delivery date, and she helped me out with the shopping. You have a lot of shopping to do when you're going to have a baby. So she was there, God bless her so much. She helped me out and then took me to hospital at the time of delivery, and then picked me up after, because I was there for 3 days. I was there 3 nights. She picked me. It was a smooth delivery. Like I said, the doctors were amazing. So it was actually, there was no complications. So everything went smoothly and as planned. So by the 3rd day, I was ready, to leave the hospital. She came and picked me up and we went home, and she stayed with me for the first 2 weeks and, helped me out, as you know. And then after that, she went back home and got back to her life. But she kept coming. She kept coming a couple of times a week to help me out here and there. So that was my time in Canada. But apart from just missing my family, right, and just really being alone, and sometimes just wishing and hoping I was home here, missing home food and everything. Apart from all of that, I was very fine. I was very comfortable. And I'm a very, very hardworking person, by the way. And I'm not bragging about that, but I really am. So I did everything and I was okay. I handled everything. I took care of my baby. I did everything you need to do in a home, but on your own. Yes, I was a Nakawere and everyone was like, how are you doing it alone? Somehow, by God's grace, I managed. If I had to do groceries, because at that time, after I delivered, we were moving into the summer and the COVID cases went down, so it reopened and so we could get out and walk. So, I'd get out, go do groceries with my little Taj in the stroller, and it was actually very fine. I was comfortable. So anyway, fast forward, I came back at the beginning of this year. That's when I came back here. And you cannot imagine how much, I can't explain what it felt like seeing my family again. Like, I finally saw what people go through when they say, I miss home and I want to go back home. Like, I have a whole new respect for people who live out there and have lived there for like 10, 20, I don't know how they do it, because I was there for 1 year and I was done. Like, I'd had it. I love the country, don't get me wrong. I loved everything. In fact, I miss the country. I miss that place. But I needed to come back and see my family. There's sometimes when I would just sit there and cry, just cry, just because I miss my family. So it was so emotional seeing my mom again. It was so nice seeing my family again. It was so nice seeing everyone. So we got back. Taj loved the weather. He loved the food. I was worried about him adjusting to the food and the weather, and it was perfect. He's good. In fact, he looked even better when we got back home. I guess it's the love, the love of the family and everyone around you. So anyway, yeah, so I settled in and it's been amazing. It's been wonderful being a new mom. Still up to now, I don't have a nanny, so I literally do everything alone myself. But I've got my mom here. I've got my mom around. I've got Laura. I've got my niece. They're all here, so we're good. So yeah, that's really been it for me. That's what I've been up to. There's new music that will come at some point, of course, but we're all hoping for the best. We're all hoping that life will get back to normal as soon as possible. The best thing we can do for ourselves right now is just take care of ourselves, not just physically but mentally, because this is a tough time, really. And no matter how strong you are, this will get to you mentally. It has affected me to a point, but you have to take care of yourself. You have to be deliberate about it and say, you know what? I have to take care of myself. This is what I need to do. This and this and this and this is what I need to take care of me. And then be serious about it and do it. Get some help. Get some professional help. If you need to talk to someone, do that. Don't be shy about it. But other than that, take care of yourselves. Wear your masks. Don't let your guard down. Wash your hands. Just stay home if you can. Really, there's no need to go out there if there's nothing happening. And we're all hoping that, this dark cloud will pass and then we can get to normal and get back to work and do what we love and get to the stage and sing for you and So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Just thought I should come here and give you a quick update and, just not disappear like that. It's not nice, right? So we'll talk soon. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys and I hope we can do this more often. Maybe the next time I should take your questions. How about that? Next time I should take your questions. So I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah.